All right, guys, here we have a beta male in its natural habitat.
And here we have a moron in his natural habitat.
I'm gonna go right here if you don't mind. My bad.
Those pieces of trash, and I'm gonna drop a name here, like Mr. Smelly.
Now, appearances aren't everything, but have a look at this guy and have a look at me, and you tell me who looks more like a piece of trash.
Look at this guy, look at him. He's blowing vape on his bald head. He just sat there and took it.
To meet you folks, look up, go to YouTube, Mr. Smelly.
That video currently has over 5,000 views. That's more than his last 20 videos put together.
None of these men had any respect for this weak ass worm.
And that video got over 120,000 views on TikTok. And this week, my TikTok went from 4,000 followers to over 15,000 in 2 days. How do you like them apples?
Hi, I'm Marcio.
I wonder how it feels to be a grown man with the wit and sophistication of a 9-year-old boy with educational disadvantages.
Bada bop boom pow.
Testing, 1, 2, 3. Testing, 1, 2, 3. Testing, 1, 2, 3, guys. Testing, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock, rock. Guys, welcome back to the video. So today, a very fun subject that I think my core audience will appreciate. We're going to talk about the top 10 most complimented mature men's fragrances. Great topic right now, compliments. We all know if you put compliments in the title of the video, it gets you a few more views. That can only be a good thing. To be totally honest with you guys, I'm not out there every night of the week dating and meeting different people and getting all these compliments. So I've asked a few friends, and to be totally honest, these are just great fragrances for mature men. I can only guess really how many compliments you may get, but I did get a few opinions of a few friends in the community. More about that in a moment. Guys, before I get into the video, don't forget this. If you want to get fragrance samples in the USA, Canada, or Puerto Rico, go to myfragrancesamples.com. That is the only place you should even consider going for your fragrance samples, in my humble opinion. There's a link in the description. My code gives you 15% off, Mr. 15. Go there. Tell them I sent you. Okay, guys, fragrances that people are going to like on a mature man, an older guy over 35 or whatever. Someone like me, someone like my core audience, which is men over about 30, 35, and they are 95% male, guys. They are 95% male. Just a bit like me. I like to think I'm 95% male, even maybe more. Guys, I'm going to kick off the one that's going to annoy you, okay? The one that you can't easily get. Dolce & Gabbana Pour Homme the Eau de Toilette, the original Italian version. It has to be the vintage. The modern one, it's not so good. I have a couple of bottles of this. It is amazing fragrance. 1994, a citrus woody fragrance. Wonderful, beautiful, fresh, crisp citrus. Lovely herbal aromatic tones, a bit of mandarin in the top, and this little twist of tobacco, a wistful, youthful tobacco note, taking you back to the mid-90s. It is great, and it did get me a big compliment from someone who said, oh, I love your aftershave in Marks and Spencer's a couple of weeks back. So I'm going to be honest, this has got me a nice compliment, and I am a mature man. So it is actually true that it is a complimented fragrance for mature men. If you can find a bottle, they're not impossible to find, get it. Okay. One person told me they loved this on a man. Greta Beth, remember she used to be on the live streams, great channel, I'll link her in the description. She loves Fiero by the CASAMORATI ZERJOFF CASAMORATI line, Fiero. I've just got a tiddler. I've got a tiddler. Many people have told me that. I've got a tiddler, the Fiero, guys. This amazing citrus aromatic green kind of fragrance. Beautiful kind of citrus opening. Again, these kind of herbal tones in the middle. Aromatics. The Italians are wonderful at putting aromatic tones in their fragrances. Hence the D&G and this one. a subtle twist of mint, just a little bit of leafy mint, and a beautiful crisp woody undertone. It's very similar to the vintage Dior Eau Sauvage, actually. Well, slightly, quite similar, not massively. Anyway, Greta Beth said she loves this on a man. I also love it on myself. It lasts really well. Absolutely amazing fragrance. Don't miss Fiero from the boys down at XERJOFF. Now, the other amazing lady that I did ask for some opinions, was the wonderful Margie Noir. I'm going to link her channel too. She is with us pretty much every Saturday, giving amazing skincare tips for men and fragrance conversation. Very classy lady, exactly the kind of person, I guess, if you are a mature man and you would like to impress a lady with your fragrance. I mean, that's the kind of people I reckon you'd want to impress. And I asked her opinion on what she likes to smell on men in our kind of generation. Believe it or not, she looks a lot younger and fresher than me, but we are in the same ballpark, let's just say, generation-wise, okay? One that she mentioned is the fantastic L'Instant de Guerlain, the original Eau de Toilette version. It is an amazing, beautiful, kind of crisp citrus in there, but it's kind of semi-gourmandish. It's got lovely patchouli and a cacao note, this kind of chocolatey thing, and beautiful crisp florals. It's really airy. It's got that Guerlain, that kind of crisp, fresh and sweet, semi-oriental thing all at the same time. And it's got this lovely kind of powdery, subtle undertone of chocolatiness. So it's as close as I go to loving a gourmand. She said that's amazing. More of a youthful vibe, like it doesn't have to be for an older man, but she says it's really classy. And hey, that's enough for me, guys. One more Guerlain then on the list. She said, okay, but if you want something with more of a mature man feel, okay, which was a good point she made there, Heritage, the original Heritage Eau de Toilette from the house of Guerlain. Amazing, woody, aromatic fragrance. Superb patchouli. If you like patchouli, you're going to love this. If you don't like patchouli, you might want to be a bit careful. This is very, very grown up and masculine. Has a little bit of citrus in the opening, some floral tones, crisp, rich woods mixed in there, and it has this patchouli thing. It is very, very classy and upscale. If you remember the old Givenchy Gentleman from 1974, and you find the modern formula a little bit, it's kind of a bit like that, but a little bit more smooth, a little bit more easy to wear and like, I think. So Guerlain Heritage, outstanding choice for you guys, and Margie Noir told me it gets the thumbs up from her.
If you'd like to see an extra video from me every week, sign up to my Patreon group. It's only $2 a month. There's a link in the description, and we have loads of interesting stuff going on there. I do a lot of fragrance stuff, of course, but I also talk about some other things to do with my life. It's really fun, and I hope to see you in there. As I say, you can follow the link in the description, or just go to Patreon and type in Mr. Smelly 1977.
Moving on, guys, I'm going to talk about something which I've experienced good things with a lady with. Okay, Claire from the Smurfy Girly channel used to absolutely love Spice and Wood by Creed. It is her favourite Creed. She really knows her fragrances, and indeed she loved smelling it on me so much that she bought me a bottle. How kind of her. Thank you, Claire. It is an amazing woody, spicy fragrance. It has citrus freshness that we expect from Creed. It has complex kind of herbal and spicy tones in there, particularly spices. So you've got like a hint of clove or cinnamon, a warming, rich vetiver in the base. Very, very classy, very masculine. Well, not essentially that masculine, but it enhances a man's sense of masculinity, I think, when he wears this one. More appealing, I think, than more enticing, more grown up in some ways than Creed Aventus, which is too commonplace. Bois de Portugal, my favourite. I love it. Claire said it smelled dank. She doesn't like it, so this is a safer bet, but it's expensive. Spice and Wood, yes. All of these okay in performance. Nothing is amazing here. I'm just going to blanket them all. They're all okay. People always ask about performance. Guys, I've got to be honest, Terre d'Hermès, very, very popular fragrance. Women love this, particularly women who are more in my kind of generation. They really, really love it. Clémence CC, who's much younger than me, but she comes on my live streams, absolutely loves Terre d'Hermès. It's, a well-known choice. 2006 release, Jean-Claude Ellena. It's kind of Jean-Claude Ellena, earthy orange. Yeah, lovely blood orange. Oh, I don't know, orange, some kind of orange mixed with vetiver, giving this earthy, dirty orange rolled in the mud type thing, but it really works. ISO-E Super as well, this kind of chemical, but it really is classy, grown up, and just a great all-rounder, an easy reach, a dumb reach. The original Eau de Toilette, don't worry, you don't need the EDP or nothing like that, mate, all right? Another one, Mr. Clean. He is a mature man. He's not a woman that a mature man's looking to attract, but he is a mature man like me. Does that make sense? A guest on my live stream. He says he really loves Zaharoff Signature Pour Homme. This is a really, really great, rich, woody, slightly exotic kind of fragrance. It's got a tiny hint of oud that you don't really pick up. Lots of rich woods and this kind of dark, warm, almost slightly sweet thing in there. It's very grown up. If you remember the Escada Pour Homme from the mid-90s, that release, that's long gone. It was a great favourite of George Zaharoff himself, and he's recaptured some of the magic with that and his own twist in there from wonderful perfumer Claude Deer. So if you're looking for something that's not sort of polarising an old-fashioned feeling but does have a mature vibe, Zaharoff Signature, you know, a smaller kind of brand out there. I was going to call them niche, but I guess he's a designer. It's a designer house, but it's an under the radar. It's not quite Gucci, not yet. He's working on it. Zaharoff. Not every Tom, Dick and Harry or Sally will be wearing that one.
Coming soon on the Mr. Smelly Show, what next for the survivors of the bizarre Hare Krishna furry sex cult trying to rebuild their lives after surviving this hell?
Colonia Intensa Acqua di Parma, amazing fragrance. Acqua di Parma Colonia is very nice. The original one, a bit of a kind of barbershop, fresh, kind of out the barbershop type feel. It's okay, it's not maybe very sexy, kind of have old lady vibes. Essenza I really like, but very citrusy. But the one Margie Noir told me, link in description, subscribe to Margie Noir, she said Intensa for her is the most enticing that she would love to smell on a man. So it has citrus opening, then it has warm, rich spices. It has a lovely little bit of ginger in there, which gives this lovely little twist to things. Ginger, you know, it's kind of not something you think, you smell it and you smell ginger and you think, you wouldn't necessarily think, let's put that in a perfume, but just a twist of it is wonderful. And it has this warming, rich, smooth leather, quite heavy on the bottom notes, more than most Acqua di Parma's heavy on the top notes. And it's one of the better performing from Acqua di Parma. So if you want one that's actually sexy, that women like, well, Margie Noir can testify to the fact she loves to smell that on a man. Last two guys, the original Eau Sauvage. Margie also said this one. Absolutely great choice, amazing fragrance, 1966 release, Edmund Rudnitska, and he created a fantastic citrus aromatic with beautiful bergamot in the opening, lots of different kind of green accords and herbal tones, aromatics as we call them, so all those kind of things like rosemary that you find in your kitchen, just subtly in there, and then this wonderful, rich, smooth, crisp, woody base, including vetiver, an absolutely amazing fragrance, still great today. I do have a vintage which is better, Eau Sauvage if you want to smell fresh, all round kind of fragrance, yes. Can't find the vintage, you love the vintage formula, you want something with a similar level of class, well the modern one's still great on that, but Roger Parfum, if you've got a few bob to spend, check out Roger the Dodger. Scandal, it's a scandal, governor. If the price could be scandalous in your opinion, but I think it's all right. It's a great perfume, okay? It's again very similar description to this. Fantastic fresh opening, crisp woods in the base, complex florals and herbs and things in the mid. Essential trying if you want to see what you like about Roger, or if you like these old school mature smelling fragrances. Good performance on this one, not strong projection, polite projection is better for me anyway, lasts a long time. Very classy stuff indeed. Guys, let me know what you think of that in the comments down below. These were the most complimented fragrances for mature men, grown-up men like us. Now that doesn't mean your years have to be mature, but your whole ethos is grown up and mature. You may also be quite old like me. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. I will see you in the next video. Remember, whatever you're doing in life, let's project, and sometimes life can stink, but at least we can always smell good. Bye bye guys. Thank you, sir.